Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, Josh Allen, divisional round versus the Bengals. Tough L. We're diving into the nuance, the details, the scheme, the X's and O's, the execution. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. So before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only has it never been cheaper to become a member, but there's never been more video content available over there. So if you love the channel, you will love the Quarterback School Patreon community, even more in-depth, long-form videos, usually. Excited to build that thing out as we get closer and closer to the fall and the new football season. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get into it. Josh Allen, the Bills, tough L. 10-27 divisional round at home in the snow. Awesome to watch on TV. Terrible to throw in. Right out the gate. Tough 3rd and 4 here. Now, to me, people might think this is a miss. To me, this is a really nice play from Josh Allen. He's in the grass there. So close to being a massive play on 3rd and 4. I love the aggressiveness that they showed all day on 3rd down. They just didn't hit it. And sometimes when you don't hit it, it can come off and you can have the outcome of what they had. And obviously the Bengals had a lot to do with it. But this little kind of like stutter at the sticks and then go is a great route on a number of different levels for me. One, anytime you run a double move in this kind of like 3rd and medium, 3rd and kind of short-ish, these guys are sitting. These defenders are sitting on the sticks. So it's a great opportunity for a shot. So come up and then go. Now, the thing I think that makes this throw tougher than it should be is the fact that he gets a little pressure from left guard. He's got to move. He's kind of in the grasp, and he's not able to show kind of the touch that he normally has. And so the ball comes out just a tick flat and far. But watch him move up top. So like that's a release, like you're coming up, like maybe you're going in, you're running a choice, and you blow right by him. And so he certainly gaps him, right? Up top, it's there. But the thing is, when it's there, he's getting pressure. He's got to move off the launch point. Nice job from their guys up front. But this is just seeing the impact of how pressure on the quarterback impacts the throw. I mean, he's got, what, hand on his core right there in the grasp. Thing just comes out just a little flat and far, or that would have been a massive play. And this wasn't the only miss down the field on kind of 3rd and short-ish. But I love the call, everything except the final execution. Whew. Next one here. Ripping a curl up top to the number 1. I love the double chip here. 2nd and long, 2nd and forever. You come up, take the edge off the pressure. So chip those ends. Everybody runs this pass pro. And then rip this curl to the field. Now, it's not a remarkable throw by any means, but I think it's worth putting on here. For me, in weather like this, okay, it's never fun. It's fun to look at. It's not fun to throw a ball in. But the fact that he can do this with this kind of velocity and this kind of weather, now, does it make everything harder? Hell yes. But I also think that it's easier to drive the ball. So we'll see here on what ends up being kind of like this little just deep curl or hook, whatever you want to say there. This throw, where to me, you're taking a drop, you're setting your base, and you're ripping it, throwing essentially a fastball to the target, is a hell of a lot easier than any sort of touch ball. It's just harder to get the feel of that ball coming off your hand as opposed to ripping a fastball. So in weather like this or wind, I was always a fan of, I want drive throws, down the field drive throws, as opposed to touch lead anticipation throws. So just a nice job of them being able to morph what the throw, the easier this type of throw is in this kind of weather versus other throws down the field. Next one here, 2nd and 16. We're going to get a little fast form motion. And I'm used to calling this play kangaroo back in the day. I haven't seen it in a long ass time. And this is about as hard as of a read as you'll ever see. So left, no, all the way across the field to a corner. I can't tell you how difficult this throw is. I've played this play hundreds of times. I don't know if I've ever seen this throw come off in this timing to the corner. So to me, this play is usually with a slant. It's got what I'm used to calling an MFR, or a post till it's closed, and then you can open this, run a basic if it's closed. So you run the post if it's open, closed. And then the number 2, where the ball ends up going, has a corner. And then the number 1 has what I'm used to calling an under. It can be like a fin, whatever it is here. Different teams run it different ways. But this, back in the day for me, this used to be 1 here and then 2 to the under. And you really kind of alert these deep down the field shots if you love the matchup. Very rare to be able to go here, 1, back across the field, 2, because it's a full field read all the way to a corner. So it's outside the numbers. Just really, really hard to do. Super impressive. I bet I've seen this thrown less than 5 times in my life, practice, games, anything you can think of. No, all the way across. Great base, great touch. Again, we're in the weather. He's throwing this kind of touch. Unbelievable vision. So no to the bottom, yes to the corner. Whew, outstanding. I might throw in a little image of Kangaroo back in the day if I can go search a playbook here right after this play, just to kind of show the mechanics of it. But that is, I think it's more impressive to me just because I know how rare it is to throw this. So no, great pass pro as well. Easy flick right on him. Damn, outstanding. All right, here's the old Kangaroo play from me back in the day with the Saints. This is Mike McCarthy stuff. Again, you can see the kind of full field element of this. We've got the slant as the 1. We've got the under as the 2. And then back in the day, this terminology was kind of alert for these down the field opportunities. And again, I don't think I can overstate how difficult it is to go back foot, slant 1, back across to a corner, essentially 2, with this alert based on the guy just popping with your eyes. It's a hell of a play. You don't see it a whole lot anymore. It's a great 7-on-7 beater as we get into 7-on-7 season, but you can see here just kind of the mechanics of this thing. Simple, full field, pure progression, PP-wise. But man, Josh Allen making it look easy to the corner alert. Next one here, 3rd and 5. We got an out to the bottom to the number 1. We got capital A anticipation. Love to see it. Outstanding. Okay, there are a few things scheme-wise that I really love here. Obviously, love the anticipation. He's lined up to his left. He plays with great rhythm, great accuracy, all 3 A's. The thing I really love is that you can see the first down marker up here. It's right on the stick, right? So right on the 30. Scheme-wise here for me, and this is just X's and O's wise, I really love routes that push past the first down marker and then go into it. Because these DBs, some of them are smart guys. They'll sit right at the sticks. So if you push them past the sticks, now they're uncomfortable. Now they don't know what the hell you're doing. They're sitting on that landmark of the sticks. They know exactly where they're at. They're here for a reason. They don't want to back up if they don't have to. So to get them off and then snap out, I think is a really nice job. And again, the timing, I'll stop this thing at the top so you can appreciate the anticipation of it. Really hard to do. In the elements, lined up to your left. He's separated right there. You can see the wide receiver, the eligible's not out of the break yet. That's tight coverage, right? He's right in his hip. That's a dot. That's outstanding 3rd down offense. Really nice on a number of different levels. The scheme, the pass pro. Boom. 1st down. Next one here. 71 seconds left. 2nd quarter. 2-minute drive. Bottom. Honey hole. Dot. This is a stupid throw. Stupid good. I mean, it's just kind of shake your head, let it wash over you. An absolute pinpoint laser. So to me here, this is not only a perfect read, we'll call it all go. So 2x2, 4 verts. Here are the seams. Seam, best release, go. So everybody runs it. I know a great logo that incorporates it as well. The back is over here. That's important for a few reasons. Usually the side that the back is to is the side that the mic backer will open up to, the 3rd eligible. So he'll open this way. So that's usually a good indicator that you want to work away from the mic turn. So when he opens to the up top, we're going to work down here. It's usually 1, 2, just because that's kind of how it happens. But this is just simply an outstanding throw, man. This is absolute dot. It can't be better of a throw as far as high, away from the corner. This corner does a decent job of making this really tough. And it's just a better ball than coverage. This is just absolutely outstanding quarterback play. Precision. Appreciate it. Let it wash over you. In the weather, I mean, oh, this is such a stupid throw. That is outstanding. Love it. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, let it wash over you. An easy way to support the channel. I really, really appreciate you when you subscribe, engage, like the content. It means a lot to me, so thank you for doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, great way to support the channel. Really trying to create the environment of what it's like in an NFL quarterback room. So all sorts of detail, nuance about the position, about ball. If you love the Quarterback School YouTube channel, you will love the Patreon community. Get over there, become a member. We also sell hats for a limited time. We've also got courses, really the most in-depth content available through the channel. Got courses on all of my favorite football topics, how to beat every coverage, pass protection, RPOs, tempos. We even have a course on an entire offense that I created and run at the high school level. So if you're interested in that, check out all the courses. And finally, we have some free resources available. Have a Pass Pro Quiz, a play calling tool, and finally a free course on the passing quick game. So lots of different resources. Check them all out. Let me know what you think. I appreciate it. As for this video, let's get back to it. Next one here, 3rd and 10. Ball's on the 41. This is one of those kind of like what could have been moments. I don't necessarily think this is a terrible miss from Josh Allen. He's outside the pocket, trying to get it to Diggs here on this kind of scramble-ish play. But it's 3rd and 10. Nothing there. He's certainly got the ability to create. You can see here when he goes to make this throw, we can see his helmet stripe. Right there, he's looking to the right outside the numbers. Now he's looking back in. He sees Diggs. He puts that thing right where he wants it. Now maybe he could set his feet, but he's going to take a huge shot if he does. Throws it on the run. And again, to me, this is a much more difficult throw in the weather because it's got a little bit of touch, but that's just out of his reach. And this is the difference for me between having a day and feeling like you got your ass kicked at home in the playoffs. Those types of throws where you can cut that thing to a 3-point lead right before half. No. And he can make this play. This isn't out of his bag. He just doesn't hear, and that's the difference. I don't think there's anything mechanical issue. You know, it's maybe he could have set up, but he can make this throw. He's used to making that throw. Just give your guy a shot, and we are that close to having a day. Next one here. Again, Josh Allen, the playmaker, the creator. We're going to get to the number 2 down here eventually. No, make somebody miss, get their hands off of him. He's got great vision. He's obviously huge in the pocket, tough to bring down. Guys bounce off of him. But he's looking downfield, no. And then the ball is just right on him. So you get a full color flash. Your right guard takes a massive L, capital L, move off the launch point, keep your eyes downfield, and put it right on him. Y'all, he's making this look so easy. Easy flick, right on him. Can't tackle me. In the weather. It's just, there's nothing about this is easy. And he's able to just do it seemingly consistently from within the pocket. Just be so tough to bring down and use the vision, the arm strength, the creative elements. Just an outstanding job. I can't get enough of it, man. This is why he's one of the best going. Whoop! Bam! Perfect. Next one here, 3rd and 2. We're going to get a little quarterback run down here to the bottom. Little toss crack without the toss. Go get yourself a first down. Again, such a weapon in the run game, especially in the short yardage, tight red area, to be able to basically formation F someone. So they don't have enough dudes, quarterback run game. And again, it doesn't matter really what you call this run. When we crack the edge here and then essentially pull, if there's a back in the backfield here, a lot of people call this toss crack, but you don't really need it. Obviously this is like an extended nub. So down, essentially just a simple fold out to the corner. And then we got to get somebody up to this backer type. So there's a lot of different ways you can handle the interior of this play. But this is just a really nice job out of quads. Love to see it in the league, a little quad action. No, go get it. And again, Josh Allen, a good enough runner, great athlete, big body, going to be tough to bring down. First down. Next one here, again, kind of an example of what could have been. Double move up top. I think this is just really nice DB play more than anything else. Again, this is the difference between winning and losing, having a day with no touchdown passes. We're right there. I love the aggressiveness. First down, double move. You think you got the matchup you want. It works. Everything is there. So up, and then go. And then the throw is, I would classify it as good enough. Give your guy a shot. I think the DB just makes a really nice play, knocks it out. I'm not sure if he comes in bounds regardless. So maybe the throw could keep you in a little bit more. But this is just tip your hat. They get paid too. Oh man. For me, I'm almost shocked at how well he's throwing the ball, how well both these guys threw the ball in these elements. Not easy to do. Show a little bit of touch. Again, does he come down in bounds? Maybe, if he doesn't get pushed. But that's right on the money, man. Maybe it could be a little bit more down the line to keep him in for sure, but that's pretty outstanding. Next one here, RPO Gone Wrong. All we do is just go make a play. Whoop! Uh-oh. Eyes downfield, little flick. Getting hit while you're doing it. Silly. 55 looks like the conflict defender. B-gap player to the right. Whoop! He's going to... Nope. Oh, my. Oh, my. So it looks like he tries to... only Josh Allen probably knows why he doesn't throw this, but this looks like why he pulls it to throw what I'm used to calling an access type throw. So if we're running, we'll call it inside zone this way. The conflict defender looks like he's this backer who just walks up into the B gap. So that's who we're reading. That's unblocked. I'm not sure why he doesn't throw it. Maybe it's supposed to be a hitch and he goes far. I think you could throw it with a little anticipation to the stop. If for some reason you weren't playing that, so let's pretend like this wasn't an option. I think they run like all hitch up here. You definitely could throw any of these guys. But at the end of the day, he says no, and the play's not done. He doesn't make a bad play a disaster. He makes a bad play a good play. That's a hell of a trait. So no, uh-oh. I mean, that is silly. Again, why doesn't he throw this thing to the bottom? Right there? I don't know. I think he could. I think he probably should. But if you're not going to, whoop, go make a play like that. Again, his ability to move in the pocket and keep his eyes down the field and deliver strikes is pretty damn impressive. Whoop. Uh-oh. I mean, just appreciate. Look at the guy's on his hip. He's already hit him. He is tackling him. He's in the grasp. And where's that ball? A dime. This is stupid good. Silly. Hilarious. Special. Damn. Next one here, 3rd and 2. Go ball, bottom. Underthrown, miss. 3rd and 2. I mean, I'm not sure about that technique by the corner, just taking a chance. Whoop! See ya. Oh, this one really hurts, man. Again, nice play catching up for the corner. I mean, it's frustrating because this looks like the play, the read is to the right first. So he's going full field. His vision sees the go win and gets it out there. But this ball, this kind of looks like what I'm used to calling short post or maybe a choice-ish. But short post is kind of this gather shallow across. That's not really what you're trying to do with the ball. And then this player comes right behind it. Now, some teams will run this with like a choice or an option here. I prefer just straight up short post. So this is normally, if you run this concept, this happens pretty quick. So your eyes are usually over here first. It's often paired with an in or a comeback down here to the bottom. He maybe has a comeback and just gaps him at the line of scrimmage and goes. But the fact that Josh Allen can go kind of one over here, flip his hips, and throw a go back the other way. Again, full field read, great vision, just a little underthrown. So no up top, yes down here to the field. And again, keep beating this horse to death, but these touch throws for me are significantly harder in this type of weather. It's not that they're impossible, that he doesn't do them. It's just tougher than a dry day. So again, watch his helmet stripe here. Played this thing out to the right. I'm not sure why he's peeking to the left right there real quick, but he plays that thing out to the right. No, back across. So just that subtle little hip flip. So boom. kind of fallen away a tick, but man, that's still a pretty damn impressive throw. Whew. Next one here, down 17. We're going to rip the seam up top to the new number 2 after the motion. Now, is this a full field read, or is he intentionally manipulating the middle field player? Only they know in the quarterback room. We're going to say he's manipulating the middle field player. Watch 30 here with Allen's movement. So pump, come right back to the seam. That's outstanding. And again, you can see, the velocity's not quite the same in the weather. The ball's not perfect. It's still an impressive throw. Just a really nice job. Again, these are throws down the field, post motion. And for what I'm going to say is the middle field player here, he might be reading something down here. He might be saying 1 here, 2 here, no, all the way back to the seam. I think that's really hard to do. I think the more kind of realistic throw is that he knows he's got this seam and he knows he's got middle field closed. So how can you ensure that that player won't get over the top of that thing? You can come back here and pump this thing, shrug this thing. I don't know if you have to kick back again necessarily to do that, but he does. And he's got the arm strength to be able to do it. So manipulating the middle field player regardless of the read, impressive here. No, boom, right back across. That's really nice. That's a big chunk. When they need it down a lot, you're going to need chunks to get back in this thing. Pretty impressive on a number of different levels. Boom. Eye manipulation, flipping the hips, easy flick, big play. Next one here, 3rd and 5. This is pretty impressive for me. Go from quads to 3x2. He's hot up top. Doesn't matter. I don't think he plays this thing like he's hot. I think he plays it like he sees he's hot, where he actually sees 21 running free right there and just flips it. Again, watch his helmet. It looks like he's looking to our left first. So that's not playing it hot. He then comes back, sees 21 running free right there, and then finds the shallow before he gets a helmet where it hurts. I mean, dude's got a special ability on a number of different fronts. That is really impressive. I don't think it's the most efficient way to play this play, but it doesn't really matter what I think. This guy blitzes in the B gap, free runner. Now he's coming from a little bit of depth, so you got a hitch or so. I'm saying he's hot because I think the center works this way, so they've only got 2 over there to block 3. So these 2 to block these 3, right? So you're going to be hot. So you need a hot throw up there. For my money, just overall scheme-wise, if the read is over here first, whatever this is supposed to be over here, if this side is 1, then I probably want the center going to the left so I can be blocked up on my backside. But Josh Allen doesn't care, and it really doesn't matter because he makes the play. So you can say all this sound stuff you want, but he's out there making the play. Just super impressive to be able to kind of recess this thing, see it, hot, vision, good enough. Next one here, down 17, 4th and 6, just under 8 minutes to go. He ends up throwing it to the number 1 up top all the way across the field. Hard to say anything other than this is just a really important down in this game. You got to give your guy a shot. I think he does give him a shot. It doesn't necessarily work out perfectly. For my money here, I would love the wide receiver to slow up and try to body the DB off of him. But, this isn't wide receiver school either. I think that there's not a lot of great options on 4th and 6. All I'm saying here is that this throw is a pretty good opportunity for a touchdown here on 4th and 6. Now, does he put it exactly where he wants? Probably not. But if you're this wide receiver and the ball is going to be behind you a tick, what you want to do is it's almost like basketball where you slow up and go into the defender to create space as you drive the ball to the basket. So going into the defender versus allowing them to climb your back. So what could he slow down, body him off? Maybe. I'm probably being a little picky, more than a little picky, but these throws sometimes look like, oh, what the hell is he doing? Bad decision. 4th down, you have to do it. You have to throw it up. He takes a big shot here too. That's a pretty good opportunity for your guy to go make a play. Would love a little bit what I would consider better effort, better technique there at the end of that thing to maybe pull that thing down. And then the last one here, interception in the game. 73 seconds left. Really doesn't matter. We're going to get picked from the corner down here to the bottom on a late crosser. You have to make these types of throws. These are the ones that just kill the stat sheet because it's a pick on the quarterback, but you have to do it. You know, maybe you check it down to the flat just so you don't get the INT on your kind of stat board. But like, I mean, it's hard to be mad about throws like this. Maybe it's a tick late. You know, maybe if you threw it right there, I don't know. It's hard for me to say anything other than, you know, it's a pretty impressive throw in the weather from the 45 to the 5. A lot of people will call it, back in the day, used to call this a steak dinner throw, meaning that on a crosser or a corner, if a corner picks you off, you got to buy the whole quarterback room a steak dinner. So as this play is developing, the further down the field it is, the more time this guy's going to have to adjust to it. So yeah, obviously you don't want to throw an interception. Thanks, captain. You know, maybe you just throw it down here to the back. But if you're playing to win, you're going to need a miracle at this point. You're going to need a massive chunk. This is probably as good as your opportunity is going to get. Tough. Got to force it. They make a play. They made some really nice plays on the back end, if I'm being honest. But again, just tough interception to end this thing like this. Falling away. Steak. So that is a wrap. Josh Allen, tough L versus the Bengals. I thought this performance was pretty good. I mean, there were plays where it felt like if he hits some of those plays, it's a really special day and probably a different outcome. It was never close, and the Bengals certainly played well. I thought they were defensively on the back end played really well. But man, how Josh Allen was able to operate within these elements and how comfortable he looked and was able to still create and do the Josh Allen things at a really high level. Pretty impressive, man. The dude is a stud. Fire it up to see what it looks like this year. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.